August 5th, 6 p.m., we will call the meeting to order of the Tuscarora Township Parks Commission. Roll call. Alan Maves.
Present.
Brian Henry. Patrick McGinnis.
Here.
Stacy Cole, here. Okay, we have a quorum. All right, public comments on agenda.
Public?
Public. Yep. Okay. Board comments on agenda. We do have a couple more things we need to add. We need to discuss cost of living raises.
Okay, that's gonna be 12.
12. Then 13 will be, we need to discuss the school contract, if there's any questions or issues before we meet with them. And 13 is...
Well, that was 13.
14, I'm sorry. School contract. 14, Chris Green asked me today about sending a bill to soccer and the amount. So we need to discuss. I don't know if it's the same cost. She said she had a note that they send a bill in August to them. She wanted to know if that was still what we're supposed to do. So we need to discuss that.
So we'll just call it soccer contract.
Soccer contract. So, all right. Any other board comments on the agenda?
I have a question, but it could probably wait till board comments. I just wondered, Doug, when the boat race people can get onto the beach?
They come in Friday morning,
Okay.
and in a text or email text, received something from them today. They're looking at trying to be there by 8 a.m. So we're just going to have everything done prior to Friday morning, rather than trying to get the last of the stuff.
But to the public is tied up for 3 days, so
Yes,
basically.
Yes, for the boat races, it is closed from Friday morning until Monday
Okay,
morning.
That's the question I had, yeah.
Yep.
And that makes sense.
It just,
All the stuff they gotta get in there.
yeah, and at one point, it was that when I started, the first year that I did this, they got the beach at 3:00 in the afternoon on Friday.
Oh,
And it was just such a nightmare trying to get
yeah.
I said, if I'm doing it for this future, we will give them the whole day just so that we don't have to deal with that. And
Yeah.
it's been better, but I don't see any need to give them that extra, the Thursday.
No. I would disagree with that part.
Yep, but they do get it all day on Friday and it works out well, so.
Okay, I'll make a motion that we approve the amended agenda.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes
Of
Make that
July
from
21st.
July 21st?
And I'll make
Sorry.
that motion to approve those.
Okay, I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried. Can I get a motion to approve to pay the bills?
I have a question on one.
Okay,
Indian River Lumber Yard Hardware invoice number 4813/2, $590. I couldn't read the abbreviation, Doug.
related to something.
Oh. Yes. This is the beam
For the
for
kayak.
the kayak launch.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and if we, the Kiwanis will reimburse us for this,
Okay, okay.
So should I put a note on that?
yeah.
That
the-
Kiwanis will reimburse?
Yep, Kiwanis would reimburse for that. Power run Oldenwald, yeah, that was the whole, they bought that beam so we could move forward with that, to get it opened up.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. No, thank you, because that would've went right, and I wouldn't even have caught that we needed to transfer it over and get that money back, so.
Okay,
So you're gonna make a motion?
For
to
Pay
pay
the
bills.
Oh, I will do that, yes.
And I will second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carried. Okay, Propane Plus. So we received, Doug's met with Adam. They will, let's see. So installation of 2 500-gallon tanks is no charge. There's no lease on the equipment. The gas check per location, there's no charge. Current price per gallon is $1.49.9. They will cap us at $1.89.9. So if it goes up, it will not go up any higher than $1.89.9. They do have remote monitoring. They don't charge for that. They will also bring in a cage with 33-pound cylinders. And it'll be $25 per cylinder, which means Doug will no longer have to take our cylinders to somewhere to get them filled. And he said it's more than that typically anyhow, at
Yeah,
least when you figure
Gary-
his time and,
Pat and Gary's charges us, and there's plenty of times that I'm almost certain that we've walked out of there with half-full tanks, cause they really didn't know what they were doing. You know what I mean?
I was getting 100-pound tanks filled up there for a while, and I sometimes questioned.
Right, when they're doing, I mean, when they're asking you if you would like to fill it yourself,
Yeah.
some of the employees and stuff,
yeah, there's,
So
I-
they don't
it's just
have
gonna-
they don't have a monitor on
A
there?
scale.
they do
set
have a
it on
scale and stuff, but they don't really know how to use, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay, I
yeah,
won't go there.
They don't know how to weigh things.
Right.
One
and
person didn't. know
if
how
you're
to
gonna
weigh
get one filled, go to a place that meters it by the gallon.
Yeah.
Tractor Supply or
Track-
some
yep,
such,
exactly, that's
because
where
you're
I
gonna
go.
get a really good deal there. They're just kinda throwing a number at it.
and then they also will, supply us with our gas and diesel. And they just said market price of the day, so I would imagine it's
I
gonna
understand, yeah.
be the same
I-
price as what Blarney Castle's charging. But it would be all one company, all one bill, everything that we get. We don't have to switch for everything, it's just, that's what they're giving us. I did get a hold of Ellsworth Farmers Exchange. Their price right now would be $1.84.9. They'll cap it at $2.24.9. Or, and that's with a $200 deposit. Or we can do prepay, and then it would be $1.94.9.
We're not prepared.
And right now, what we are paying feral gas, I did get feral gas to come down to $1.84.9. But that was as low as they would go. And again, Propane Plus, their cap is higher than the $1.84.9. It's $1.89.9. But right now, their current price is $1.49.9.
Correct.
I would
So-
make a motion that we go with Propane Plus.
You beat me to it.
Now, are you
I will
talking?
second that.
Do we want to switch everything?
Everything.
The
Everything, have it
diesel,
all.
gas, have everything all from one company?
That way you have one point of contact.
Okay.
Yep.
So, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? So, now on that, Doug you spoke with him, so you have it figured out if we go with them. Are you gonna contact him on when we're gonna do all of this switching, or?
The propane stuff, they're kinda, he works at, I'm gonna have to get with him on the liquid fuels. That will be, pretty much, I gotta figure out where we're at, when we're about gonna run out, so we can have a
Right.
tank to swap.
Okay,
We'll just run our tanks out, he'll fill 'em. I don't know if I own those tanks. I'm assuming I own the tanks. So when they run out, instead of calling Barney Castle, I call them. I don't think they're Barney Castle's tanks.
okay,
I'll
but
have to
you
find
call
that out.
Blarney Castle, they don't just automatically come?
Yeah, I
and
call them
refill?
when I need it.
Okay.
Yeah, I call
So,
them to come and
okay.
get it, so.
And then on the propane, you and him will work that out, or do you want
I think he's gonna work that out with
feral
feral
gas?
gas,
I
as
just,
far as the swapping, the,
so I just need to
Yep,
contact him
tell
and let
him.
him know.
yep, and tell
we-
him if he needs anything from me, he's got my number,
Okay.
and I will do it, but I
I-
think that's all between them. Because
Okay.
there's quite a bit of logistic, I mean,
Right,
tanks that
Yes.
gotta, yeah, and they know that stuff, I don't.
okay, I will contact him this week. I'll try tomorrow morning, but I will definitely contact Adam this week.
I will try and figure out tomorrow whether we own the tanks or we lease the tanks, but I think we own them,
Okay,
I think you do also.
yes.
okay. All right, number 9, December meeting date. I will not be here the first Tuesday in December. I will just be coming back from Florida. You can still have the meeting without me, or we need to change the date.
My thought is, right now, we've just got a quorum. If we held the meeting without you, we may not have a meeting, and then we couldn't have a meeting. I say we probably need to reschedule the meeting.
Does it have to be on a Tuesday?
No,
No,
Because, and I don't know how it would work for anybody else. I mean, if there's nothing else on the calendar, that Wednesday, let me look. I think that Wednesday would work for me. Our flight from doesn't get into Pellston, I think, until like 5 o'clock at night.
Meeting's at
Tuesday.
6, what's the problem?
Well, this is true.
Charleston's only 20
yeah,
minutes
yeah,
away.
you
What
can
the-
make that.
As long as I don't have a delay
I'm confused.
from
Well,
Detroit
yeah, you
to
got that.
Pellston.
Yeah, you got that too.
Well,
I know
that's
when
when you
Andrew's
just tell the
friend flew
pilot,
back,
"Look."
he was, and that was in the summertime, and he had a 4-hour delay in Detroit from his flight from Detroit to Pellston.
so you're suggesting we move the meeting date from the Tuesday to the Wednesday?
If that works, that would be December
I have no
3rd.
problem with that.
The only
Oh, I just-
possible conflict would be if the library has something going on. I don't have the calendar.
I think I can pull it up, I think.
But even if the library did have something going on, we could meet in
We
the
could
conference
always meet
room
in the
at the library.
workshop.
right.
Or
Yeah.
whatever, yeah.
Okay,
We can
We,
meet
for the
somewhere.
size we are, we could meet at the conference table in the little office.
Yeah.
right, yeah. Okay,
But,
so,
we can check that date and make sure that it's clear tomorrow.
right, we could do that. I guess at this point, we could,
Right.
so December 3rd at 6 o'clock will work?
Sounds fine for me.
Okay.
Oh, wait, wow.
You want to make the motion, Alan?
Why do you keep bugging me about that, Pat?
Well,
I'll
last
make
time
that
I
motion.
got jumped on for making the motion first.
Fight night,
I'll make
children.
that motion that we move the meeting from Tuesday to Wednesday, December 3rd at 6 o'clock.
And I will second that.
All in favor?
I
All opposed? Motion carried. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because I'm going to Florida.
As long as you say hi to Andrew
I,
first.
I'll even give him a hug for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. All right, travel baseball update.
Okay, as we were talking about, we need to do some changes to it. A, that they can't start any games before 10 a.m. to give us time to prep fields. And, their dumpsters were inadequate. They brought in 2 of the little curbside bins, like you roll in and out.
Totes?
Yeah, like you roll in and out of your house. So that was inadequate. They did exceed their required porta-johns by 1, so they did do well there. And on the positive side, I was at 2 different things outside of town and had 2 different random people tell me what a great event it was. How much they loved the park, coming there and playing. They had, on the Sunday that it was over, when I went to the park, the sides along the road were full of campers and boats and all of the people breaking camp and going to the Sunday games and then going home. They had been up, and that's what both of these people had expressed. They had been up for a family vacation as part of this tournament.
Yeah.
So,
So
I
it
mean, I
brought
do
business.
really like, well, and it's nice for these family, it gives up people a family vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know how much business it brings in, but
Well,
those people
if they
may
were-
come back again outside of this tournament because they've been here and they've liked it.
But if they were camping, they
It-
had to have been camping somewhere,
Yeah, yeah, I mean, but,
you know? Yes, I know what you mean,
I've
but,
got a question.
yes,
When you say no events before 10 to allow prep, do you mean no games starting before
Yes,
10?
no
Or
games.
what about infield practice and stuff like that?
I would really prefer that they weren't on the fields at all until after 10 a.m. because I don't need kids trying to do infield while we're trying to get the last
Right,
of the
right.
dragging
Yeah.
finished, you know, and giving them 10, they may still have to give me a field for you know what I mean? That's a hustle to get 4 or 5 fields prepped in 4 hours. I mean, a field an hour is also pretty good for them. And that's the other thing, with all these rentals this year and how it went, we really don't have the staff for that. So a lot of people were getting rented things that had not gotten attention. Like pavilions were rented that nobody went there and blew it out and picked up you know what I mean? Gave it the extra attention that when you're paying $100, I think you deserve.
right,
So if I understand what you just said is there is a need for another employee.
Oh, there always has been.
Okay,
I mean,
for another
Through-
full, like, year-round, you
no,
talking?
no, but through our summer season, our busy season, if I could have 2 twos,
Which we tried, but we weren't able to fill the second
we haven't been
seasonal
able
one.
to get there. The 2 twos in the summer are great because I can have 2 guys working here and 2 guys working here, and I don't have, like, today I had Jamie working on irrigation here, I had Tom working on stuff at the park, stuff all scattered around, and I was bouncing in and out between them. A lot of times the things you need a second pair of hands for or stuff, it just makes it easier if you have 2 people there all the time to get things done. Which, as we were talking earlier about Andrew would be a big fill for that. He could really you know what I mean? Some of the things that we do require 2 people to do, but one of them is handing the other person's stuff.
yeah.
Or sitting on the phone turning a button. But the amount of time that it saves you,
Is worth the-
enormous.
Yes.
I mean,
You said 4 fields. Now, their applications only requested 2 fields.
no, not for this tournament. He had 4 fields on that tournament.
Okay, I didn't see that one then. The only
Yeah, he
one,
did. He had 2 different age groups. He had you.
okay. I don't know if I saw, I know I got the one where they did field 3, no.
Right.
Yeah,
This
3
one
and
was
4.
for a 16-team tournament. He paid us
Okay,
$1,600.
yes, okay.
He
I
had
guess, yes, all right,
the 4 fields. He had
okay.
was
3.
using
So you get
6,
three.
1, 6, and 3, or 3 and 4. 1, 6, 3,
1,
and
6,
4.
3, and 4.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he was driving out on 2 to take the portable mound off of 2 to move it to 6.
Okay.
Okay, getting back to the travel baseball update, you mentioned that the dumpsters were inadequate. Was that specified in the contract? I don't remember.
Yes, it is right on the contract. I mean, there was,
It is.
it's in, I had the copy of his contract. Yes, it was on there, and it was marked that he was, but that's what he chose to.
Hmm.
So, fortunately, we've done really well this year. We haven't had to go to the second dumpster dump, and I think we're gonna, but,
So I would say if they are going to do them, and I can be I can get in contact with them, tell them we're gonna have to meet before, if you're gonna want to have your tournaments here, because there were some issues that we need to discuss.
Right.
And things we need to
And-
clarify.
at this point, from the little test run we did at no charge, I don't wanna be a home for them. If they wanna rent our space and have
Oh,
a couple of
okay,
tournaments a
okay.
year,
Oh,
that's
okay,
fine.
to be not be the home base.
But I don't
We don't
want
want
to
it-
be home for them.
Like we
Right, they
had
came in,
discussed about, okay.
they brought a portable practice mound, which was left in the lawn for me to move. Told them I would move, I moved it once. The next time I'm gonna move it, I'll be done with it. Next time, when I had to move it because they didn't come and get it, I put it at the back of the park up against the woods. Either somebody got it, or somebody got it. It's gone from there. Their Patriot spanner is now in a locker in my shed because in my shop,
was left
because
there.
it left hanging on the thing. I've had the boys go around this week, and this goes to Little League, to high school, and to the Patriots. There's going to be a big pile made in the back of the park soon, and you may come and get your equipment. In the future, I want them to take each group must have their equipment off at the end of their,
Season.
we're still moving pitching guards that are out there because kids come up and they pull that stuff out and play with it, and then we have to move it again. And
Okay.
it just, this year really, I mean, there's chalkers full of chalk out there with bags of chalk sitting on them that have been rained on. There's other crap is still out there. I mean, the very expensive pitch placement thing for softball, where they have all this 9 pockets that they can try and hit. That thing's just out there tipped over, laying, you know. And yeah, so somebody's got to. I mean, I get sick of moving it, but somebody needs to be responsible for this stuff. I think a lot of it's the school's equipment that's getting just.
Misuse, yeah.
Right, so, and then, so yeah, on the travel league, I don't mind a couple of tournaments a year, but I don't think we wanna be a host team just because they moved right in, and we don't really, at this point, can't keep up the fields.
Right. We don't have,
With the limited staff, we have to be able to jump and move to the different things as they come, and this year there wasn't much room to go.
well, we don't have the staff, and obviously we don't have the time,
Right, it's just,
because there's so many things going on.
right, there's just too many places to be, too much, and
Could we approach them about preparing the field? They supplying somebody to prepare the field, or wouldn't you be willing to?
no, not really. I mean, case in point is just this guy that we were talking
Yeah, I
about,
know.
and what they think is okay. I mean,
Isn't that okay with the?
right,
us?
they go, there's water on the baselines, they wanna take the backside of a rake and push the clay and the water
Yeah,
into the
yeah.
grass
Yeah,
so we can play. they're not worried about the,
Appearance, the.
right,
And what the
Correct.
clay
what
and
it's
the
gonna
grade,
take me to
Later.
clean
I
that up, to
understand.
fix
Okay,
it.
that makes sense.
you
what
know.
the clay and the grass is gonna do.
Yeah,
You,
yeah, I-
you have to move it before you can cut it, and yeah.
Well, I have to keep it, yeah, it's just,
Right, yeah.
More work, actually.
more work basically, and partly, some of that used to go because the person before me did not mind that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm particular when it comes to that, you know what I
That's
mean?
not a bad thing.
No. That's why we have
So-
such nice fields.
But anyway, I don't mind letting them chalk it and stuff like that, but then it even, if you went up there and seen the crook, it looked like a drunk
Well,
painted.
they
the-
gotta deal with it.
Right, they had to play with it, but I mean, from my standpoint, I look at it and think, man, look at
I
all
know,
these.
but it wasn't on you.
But it's not me, so I don't, but. Anyway, so just an update that there are some things, I mean, I'm not opposed to the tournaments. I didn't really like them being homed here, but the tournaments seem to be a good thing and a lot of good feedback. Just need to massage it 10 times better than the previous tournament.
Okay.
It's clean, all of the things, there's just some tweaking,
Okay.
so.
Alright, so I need to contact them. Anything else on
Not on travel ball.
travel ball? Okay. Baseball scoreboard update. I ordered them.
Yep, and 2 arrived today and 1 went back for damage and shipping. We
When you
have-
say it went back, do you mean you refused to accept delivery of it?
Yes, I refused delivery. I signed it back onto the truck, took pictures of his paperwork or his stuff on his phone to get it, so we have the numbers and
When do you expect to get the one scoreboard up, and which field are you planning on putting it on?
don't know when, but probably because we just have the one to work with now, would probably be the one that I would throw up at 5 to replace the one that's there that's no good because the power is already there, the poles are already there. It'd just be a matter of hanging it and connecting it. And that one would be up and ready. The other one, we're gonna have to get power over to it, put poles in to mount it to. So, I would say before too long, if everything stays as it is, we're kinda catching up right now, but we do lose Vinny in another 2 weeks to school, so, but yeah, they'll definitely be up and ready by spring, for sure.
Okay,
Alright, number 12. We had discussed when we were doing the budget, cost of living raises. And I don't know exactly how we have to handle that. They have not, our employees have not been given them yet. I don't,
It has, all you have to do is you approved it in your budget, now you have to
Right.
approve it in the meeting, and then the minutes have to be, go to the clerk gets a copy of the minutes that says that, and then that she can do it.
okay,
So, whatever the budget numbers, were, I don't remember just exactly, there was
I-
a percentage that was talked about,
don't remember
but I
either,
don't
but
remember, you'd have to look back through the budget minutes to figure. Yeah, it's got 'em right there.
he does. Well, he has the budget numbers that we crunched. Look at him all prepared.
I remember the conversation, I don't remember
There were too many,
details.
there were too many numbers flying
There-
around.
I'm thinking it was either 3 or 5%.
And I would not argue either, it was somewhere in that neighborhood, and I wouldn't argue either one with you. As to whether it was,
Actually,
I have 4%, but I
Okay.
don't know if that was,
That, it was somewhere in that neighborhood, I can't
I don't
remember all
know
of
if that
it.
was cost of living or just a raise, I'm sorry.
Well, that was, the raise was, we talked about it being just a cost of
Okay,
living
okay,
increase.
that's what I have is 4%.
So 4%, which would have, that makes sense right in that 3 to 5% range, which,
I would make a motion that we approve a increase of 4% to the pay of the, which employees are we talking again?
Doug and Tom.
Tom, yes.
Yes, for Doug and Tom.
I would second that motion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carried.
school contract. This is good.
Before we move on,
Yes.
The summer temp helps, we only worry about their rate of pay at the start of the season, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yes, and now Jamie will, when his 90 days are up, will be eligible to go to, and has been, if he completes his 90 days, it will start moving him to the 18. And that was discussed in his hiring. So, he kinda had us over a barrel because he knew what Dennis was making. So,
All right, anything else on that? No? Okay, the school contract. Did everyone get a copy of that?
I do not have a copy of the school contract.
I do not either.
Sorry.
I thought I got everybody one last meeting.
Thought you did too,
You may have.
but I had two more, so, okay.
This was a draft they presented to me at a meeting to bring back to you. And we are going to get together with the superintendent, athletic director, anyway, in a meeting and discuss this, and this is what they're proposing, and I think we should counter-propose some of them. A lot of it's just regular mumbo jumbo, but item number 1, grant of license.
Oh, non-exclusive, yeah.
What?
You see, including
Yeah.
all of the things. So what happens if they decide they're gonna have a tennis team and a soccer team? Are we now, for the same price that we rented them the baseball fields,
Exactly.
But
responsible?
it's non-exclusive, that means other people can use the stuff.
Okay.
Right. Plus, I'm wondering if part of the reason, I don't know, if part of the reason they put that in there is I know sometimes when they do the rewards trips for the middle schoolers, that one of them that they do, it's usually in the winter time.
Yeah, and I've
But-
always,
Right, I'm
Let
just
them-
wondering if maybe that's why they want it in there. Maybe we need to have them clarify that.
right,
What exactly their thoughts are. Yeah, because it's usually in the wintertime. They wouldn't use the basketball
Right.
courts, I
right,
wouldn't think.
right. No, they put everything everything in the park that they wanted access to.
Right, but and what do
Which-
they? I think when you meet with them, we meet with whoever's meeting with them. We need them to clarify what exactly would your use be for that.
Right. Or just, yeah, somehow to make sure that they're not going to corners. And then, this damage or destruction of the park is damaged.
Which number is this?
This is
Okay,
11. By fire, flood, or other casualties such as the district cannot use it, they would like to get reimbursed for part of the rental payment.
Yeah, I had a problem with that one.
I do too. I mean, that meant in the ice storm when we went above and beyond to try to get their open for them, they could have asked us for half of the, you know what I mean? A third of that back because we moved the season back. And Alan,
Well-
you've been around here long enough to know how many years did baseball season start on time?
I was gonna, I mean, so basically what they're saying is,
And I'm not gonna go there, but they got their baseball season started a heck of a lot sooner than they should have, but we got charged for it.
Oh, yes, we did.
Correct.
Yeah, and at the time that was all happening, they were screaming at me that they needed to
I
get their
know.
tournament in so that they could make their 2,000.
Yep.
And so, but that one really, the two
Yeah.
that stuck out to me were everything available to them in the park and
because are they saying just damage, or, okay, so are they saying if because of the weather they can't start when they want to, then we need to, when they're supposed to, then we're supposed to give them part of their money back?
right.
We can't
It's-
control
It's
that.
not just can't start when they want to, it's if it happened mid-season.
Right.
We
Right.
have, something happens, they want to be able to get a refund on,
They want it prorated, yep.
But we,
Right.
and we can't control that.
we have no control over it, it's,
Right. That's the same risk. What happens if you owned your own fields in something where nobody's gonna tell you you don't have to pay to
I would think
fix
the
them?
school should, have an insurance policy that covers costs if facilities can't be used.
Right. And all the rest, I mean, the maintenance stuff, keeping the
That
park
needs to
up,
be-
doing,
Yeah, that number 11 just,
I-
cross it right out.
Yeah, I had an issue with that one too.
and what do we wanna do? I mean, the conditions for upkeep of keeping things, in good working condition and stuff. I have an issue with scoreboards as far as when the travel league guy came to me and asked me how to get the scoreboard to work, he had the controller. Well, I haven't seen it in 2 years.
How did he get the control?
Because Josh View has the controller, because he keeps it for high school. Both of them play Patriots teams different, you know what I mean? So, okay, now.
Yeah.
So-
No, and I think those controllers, unless they've paid for the scoreboards, at the end of the season, those controllers need to come back to Doug.
Well,
And I don't think that anybody, Josh, whoever, should be allowed to give them to somebody else to use without our authorization.
Correct.
They need to go through us first.
They are a
Us, Doug.
township property.
right,
Yeah,
Yeah.
then they need to go through Doug first. He can't just give those to him.
right now, of the boards up, we have one. The only one that I have control of is 6, and that's because I've never relinquished control of it. All the rest of them were out when I got here, and they've never been.
Okay, so I think that's something over the winter, early spring, we need to get with everybody who might have them
Yep.
and find out where they're at,
And
and we
that's
need
part
to
of
have
these
them.
meetings with them is that they're now
Yes.
going to.
But I think we need
And-
to meet with at least Josh, if not Josh and Dusty, and tell them they are not to give those controllers to anyone without prior approval from Doug.
Well, I'm gonna give them to Lee Nash. And Lee Nash then will give them back to me at the end of the season working properly.
Okay,
And it's the same
well
thing.
then, you're gonna stress
then
that with
if-
Lee then.
Yes.
He needs to tell his coaches,
Right.
they are not to give them to anyone else without prior approval from you.
Right, and then once they come back to me, I will turn them to Little League. And Little League, the president will give them to whoever at the end of the season. She can give them all back to me, and they all must be in good working order with their, or
Yes.
whoever the group was that had it when it's not in good working order, will send that back and get it repaired and, or replaced.
I do know that.
because they let little kids use them and things, I mean, things happen to remote
You
sites.
mentioned that about twisting the
Yeah,
antennas.
twisted, so things happen with kids, I understand, but it's not our responsibility.
Well,
No,
they shouldn't be letting little kids do it anyhow. It should be an adult who's doing it. I do know that when I was at Little League for All Stars, I believe it was the one for Field 2. She said that when she got it, it was smashed. When she first got it, they didn't do anything to it. The board this time did not.
Right.
She doesn't know how it happened, but that's how it was.
No,
But I think then it needs to be stressed too. Don't let little kids do it.
correct.
It has to be an adult using it, or you can't use it.
can that somehow be written into the contract that they need to be returned and?
Yes, I think. we
Yeah,
should.
I mean,
Okay.
and again, these are things that were never done in the past and nobody really cared about, but now that we're getting replacement things are getting fixed up, we need to,
Stay on top of it.
yep, stay on top of it and not just let the way things used to be keep on going. I mean, it was the different groups of which, and when I was there, I'll admit the same thing. They declare ownership. Do you know what I mean? Little League, it becomes their park. The high
Yeah,
school,
yeah,
it's
I
their
know,
park.
I know.
So if we don't have things set up because everybody just let whatever go on, with having all these meetings, we can restructure all this stuff and get rules set. So, and like Little League, they're begging for it because they don't know what's expected of them.
Right. Yeah, they really want to meet with us. They want to know what
Expectation.
we require of them, what their expectations are of them. Both the president and the vice president have said to me, we really want to meet so we can get this, we want to have a good working relationship with the parks.
And there always has been, but it just, after a while, you go through enough board changes that there becomes a total disconnect from
Yeah.
what was to,
Right. Okay, so what did we figure? We're gonna completely take out number 11. And need clarification.
On number one.
on number one, as far as
What
what they.
exactly do they mean
Why
about
do
that?
you, yeah, why do you have to list each thing?
Right. What kind of use?
I
do
think
you
their
want to put?
purpose on that is just to include every possibility.
Which,
I think so too. I think like if by chance they want to take a group of kids there, that they can play on the basketball court, that they can play on the tennis court.
right.
But
and-
but exactly so what if they end up getting a soccer team at some point, then they want it
Yeah,
all to
I
be the
mean-
same price because
Right,
no,
it
right now
just-
this is for baseball fields.
Right, and they're, I just would rather clarify with them that there will be no charge for general use of the park.
Right.
Just put it, rather than name everything like this and do it, that if you wanna come and use the park, you can use the park
Right.
without a charge. Because they come for those days, and in the wintertime, I make fire pits for them, and I get firewood around, we make little places for them. I mean, I try to accommodate them,
Right.
so I don't see why we need to.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I would make a motion that we rework the wording on item number 1, the grant of license, and eliminate number 11, damage and destruction.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Number 14. Soccer. I don't even know what we charge them, so I don't have a clue. how the bills work. Like I said, Chris said she had a note to send a bill, but I wanna say she said it was from 2023, so did we not, I don't know if we sent a bill last year. Anyhow, she said she didn't know what the cost is, and then because she doesn't know what the cost is, she can't send them a bill.
Oh,
But I don't know what we charge them either.
They should pay the exact same amount Little League does, is what it is.
Okay.
That's, as I remember it, Little League paid, soccer paid the exact same amount, and then high school paid more to be the trump. They wanted to be able to, no matter what, they get first choice.
They get first dibs.
now
Yeah.
you don't line the soccer fields, or do you?
Nope, I don't do, no.
Okay, that's the way it's always been, yeah. I
Right,
was on
they
the
do all
original,
of their
yeah.
own painting and everything.
You just mow it.
We just mow it.
Just mow
The
it.
only, we have to move all those
All the
stupid goals and
nets, yeah.
stuff every
Yeah.
time, but no, they pretty much maintain that. I mean, as far as the painting,
But Little League does theirs also, right? Or do you rake the fields for Little League?
we drag and weed and
drag.
prep. I mean, there's, yeah.
Okay.
Once soccer starts, it's more to maintain the soccer fields than it is the baseball fields.
Because they're every day, probably. Well,
We
just
mow them
because
3
there's
times a
more, you
week,
have to
just
mow more,
because
right.
of the time it takes to get on and off of the machine and move the
Okay.
stuff around.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
That's all. The time frame goes from about an hour and a half to mow the soccer fields to 2.5, 3 hours.
Okay.
Just because of
Gotta
the
move stuff.
shutting
Move
everything down, slide it out of the way, you mow,
Yeah. Put it
slide
back.
it back, yep.
Okay.
And you can't out and around.
Right. So I will let Chris know tomorrow that it's the bill. She needs to send him a bill for the same amount that we charge Little League.
And everything else is in with them. I'm sure now we have confirmation on their insurance and their,
I believe so, but I have not been told that we received it, as far as I know.
Okay.
I can check on that also.
yeah, I don't know with Karen being gone, if that was ever followed through. There was in case you guys aren't up to speed on that, there was a major miscommunication with soccer. No one ever called to notify us that they were starting.
Oh,
Yes, that's right, because you had me text Melissa.
So it was
get stuff right, yeah.
kind of like looking around and all of a sudden they're painting out the fields and putting the stuff out. So I called the former soccer president and said, hey, what's up? And I see you're getting stuff out. When's soccer starting? He says, I think it starts tomorrow. He said, I'm no longer the president, but I will send you her information. Which do. And again, it's new people on a board, you know what I mean? Just there was no,
They didn't know who to communicate with.
and she said she was busy and she did know about it, but she just forgot and it got. So Stacy and I added that to a list of another one that we want to sit down and have just go over everything,
Yep.
meeting with, so.
I didn't ask her in the message, I just asked her about contacting you. I did not. So I will check on that also tomorrow and see if we ever got a copy of their liability insurance. If not, I will contact her and tell her we have to have it, or you guys
Yep, I
have
had-
to shut down your soccer games until
Yeah,
we get
I talked to
it.
her that right after, and told her, nobody plays till we have it, so.
Okay.
Okay, but I haven't seen it yet and I didn't know if you had.
I have not, but I will.
All right.
So was this strictly discussion, or are we gonna make a motion, or what?
Do we need to make a motion to charge them the same amount as Little League? But I think we've
Well, I don't-
always done, haven't
I
we?
mean-
Isn't that what?
And again, I would look back through records and
Okay.
ask her and her records to see what the last bill she paid was.
Okay.
Because I am not positive on these numbers. I mean, that's my recollection. The best I can remember is it was
My
equal
notes and your-
amount.
Okay.
I thought it was
Minutes or so
557, but
Clear, look at all this gibberish.
Okay.
you know what?
Yeah, and I don't, and that's Chris asked me, what am I supposed to bill him? I said, I don't have a clue.
Right. I mean,
I don't know. Okay, so I think that's probably just discussion because they're
just
already.
discussion, yeah, just a
Just so we,
discussion.
okay. But I will,
I would think just a discussion of, I mean, they're gonna obviously play their season there. I bet you when I go back up there tonight, they're playing.
oh, they are. They are. There's kids that I know that are playing tonight. The head
Yeah, I
games,
mean,
so-
I'm not,
Yeah, they're playing.
yeah, and I would, the last thing I do is go running up there and say,
You're out.
but
But,
we do need to check
yeah,
into that.
I
and
will
make
check
sure
on
we're
that tomorrow
covered.
because if we don't have a copy of it, then I'm gonna tell her, you guys can't play until we do. That's just the way it's gotta be. All right,
Anything else?
any more discussion on that?
Not for me.
Okay, public comments? Public
Here,
comments is closed.
Well, I'll do or either one of those. I was just going to kind of updated my plan for the boat races. We kind of touched on that a little bit earlier, but they had wanted to come in a day earlier. I know it's a logistical nightmare trying to get everything parked down there, so not allowing them to do that. What I have decided to do is tomorrow and Thursday, each day, we will do a little bit more of the removal of the stuff at the beach, i.e. the benches and
Oh, the
stuff,
benches
getting
and
them
stuff.
moved out
Yeah,
to the
yeah, yeah,
side,
that's fine.
take the
That's
signs
fine.
down, take the
Just so
barricades
it's still
down.
open to the public.
Yeah, it'll be open to the public, but each day we're gonna do a little bit of that work, so like Thursday, there's probably not gonna be any swim buoys out that day. We're gonna have pulled them
Get
in the
rid of
morning,
those, yeah.
so we don't have to try and do that Friday while they're down there. Just to give ourselves that little bit of,
That's fine.
just so that if anybody calls and complains or whatever, that's why we're trying to play nice with both. And holy cow, was there like some incredible fishing event this morning or something? I have no idea. I went to drove down to the beach like I do every morning. And it looked almost like tight line for troops. There had to be 15 to 20 people standing along the pier fishing this morning.
Really?
And there's usually a couple guys out at the end. I was like, what the?
Nice
Must
weather.
have been a big run.
I have no idea. It was just crazy.
You missed out on it, Doug.
I
You
mean,
should've brought your fishing.
opening morning of walleye season, I'll see numbers like that down
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
but not in the middle of summer. And there was 2 boats trolling out in front too, so I don't know, maybe it was just the weather. People couldn't sleep because of the
There's a lot
smoke.
of people, there's a lot of race boats in town already.
Oh my gosh, that was, you get down by the beach and they're full.
Mhm.
It's gonna
Yep.
be, yeah, and I'm gonna stay at home. Hide.
Board comments?
Yeah, I have one. I might break up a little bit about this, but talking about Top of Michigan Marathon, I would like to express my condolences to Kim and John Pearson, their family and friends. Dustin ran that race for many, many years and was a local crowd favorite.
195.
Yep, 195M. Tragically, he recently lost his life in a race boat accident doing what he loved. He will be missed by many. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was gonna say something also. I think Alan covered it quite well. It's a tragic loss for the community.
And by the way, his football number was 13.
It will be a sad tone at the beach this year for sure.
There will.
It's really will change things immensely. I know that.
They-
And
Topo has posted on Facebook that this will be in honor of
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did they?
Dustin and, I don't know how to pronounce the other young man's
They
name.
lost another young man too.
Yeah, he was 18.
Yeah, separate instances, but
Oh, okay, I thought that was the
No,
same,
it was
okay.
two different,
But, yes, I was,
it was two tragedies, it's very sad.
thank you, Alan, I was going to also, but yeah. It's, yeah, it's gonna be sad. They said it was gonna be in honor of him, though. All right. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?